Or two.
My number 2, we already talked about Le Havre. I could play Le Havre again at any time. For an Uwe game that's supposed to be long, to me Le Havre goes by really quickly. So we can play 2.5 hours and I'll feel like my engine just got going and I'm ready to play again. I adore Le Havre. The theme is pretty thick for that game, which usually it's not in his games. Well, maybe I should say that it's not as thick as some other games. But in that game, you feel like you are a shipping magnet, and you're starting with very very little, and you're building out, and it flows so well. Turns are super quick, and again, it kind of like converted like before. It's a big heavy box just filled with stuff. I love Le Havre.
Okay, my number 2 is Dominion.
Yeah.
It's
All of
just
us have
a
talked
great
about it.
deck builder, just a very good game. You just, once you finish, you just want to play again.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
You, Tegan of our children, Emlyn, Aislinn, and Adric, and then Tegan, he is by far our least board gamer. Well, that's not the word. That's bad English. But he's sometimes the hardest to get to the table. He loves skill games, and he loves playing toys, and kendama, and juggling, and he's got all these different hobbies. And sometimes he'd rather put together a Lego set than play a board game. If we're playing Dominion, he's at the table, and he wins. I think he'd win like 3 of the last 4 games. He knows the right moment to start buying up duchies and provinces, and we're all like starting to finally get our engine going, and he's like, I just got the last province, game's over. And I think we played yesterday.
Yeah.
And
No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Do you remember your score?
It was 36.
Yeah, and I had like 12. I was like, I'm just getting going, and Tegan's like, game's over. But Adric, what's yours?
Okay, my number 2 has not been mentioned yet, and it is, I'd say like probably like an epic, and that would be Concordia.
Concordia's great. We have to play Concordia more.
Yeah, Concordia is by Matt Gertz, in which I guess like you're scoring like the different planets, like the Saturn and the.
In your hand.
In your hand.
Yeah. It's not a space game.
No.
But your cards, your set collection are named. Well, the Roman gods is what they are. Yeah.
Okay. So you're on the board, and then you're traveling. Like you have boats, and then like people that go on the land, and then you move, and then like get more points in the city, which you take the tiles from, and basically that's pretty much the whole game.
I would say for a midweight game, a mid to almost heavy, it's a light game.
Mm-hmm.
It should be relatively easy to teach to people who can handle midweight stuff. Concordia is really good.
Okay.
Aislinn?
My 2, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, yep.
My number 2 is Dysphoric, which Adric already talked about, and I like how you can switch your sides of your dices.
Yep.
And you're also trying to get these cards, which I believe I got the hammer, which
Yeah.
and I could get 10 points at the first time I got around 15.
Yep.
And then the second time I could get 15.
The hammer is a great way to maximize your gold. If you have a huge gold engine, the hammer is a great card to get, and you do well with the hammer. That's right.
Yeah.
Mom's number 2 is one we mentioned already. It's the Ticket to Ride series, and her favorite is Nordic Countries.
Nordic.
That's another beautiful one. It plays 3 players.
Yeah.
Unlike most of them that play 4 or 5. Nordic plays 3. It's a tight map. It's beautiful art on that one. It's got these beautiful Scandinavian splatters. The artwork in Ticket to Ride is always good. She also really likes the Netherlands map, so she mentioned those 2. Ticket to Ride, Nordic Countries, and Netherlands. Nordic Countries is a standalone game. Netherlands is an expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And number one.
Our favorite game.
Our favorite game. I'm Uwe again. Caverna. Caverna is.
It's a big, heavy game.
It's a big game. You're in for. You can play up to 6 in that one. We usually play 4. Tegan hasn't played. Have you played Caverna?
No,
Tegan hasn't played Caverna. Me, Emlyn, Mom, and Adric played Caverna, and I can't explain how. Well, the first time we played it, it's one of my favorite gaming experiences ever.
It's so actually a really lot to take in. first night, I think we spent like probably like an hour and 20 minutes and just looked at the table and we're like, probably not gonna be able to play this game.
Yeah, we set it all up and we had like 15 ramekins filled with resources and tiles and the way my wife works is she has to know what every tile does before she can play the game. So she's looking at a tile and okay, spare bedroom and okay, milk parlor and going through them. And we opened the box up at like 8 o'clock. It was like an hour and a half to punch everything and sort everything. And we're like, are we actually gonna play this? After we started reading the rule book. And
then we ended up start playing like our following games after that. We could get like 2.5 hours.
But that night, that 3 hours was like it was
Incredible.
an epic experience. That first play.
Yeah.
And every game's been kind of like that. Like
Yeah, it's always good.
you know, when we play a heavy game like that, we really like to set the mood for it, and kind of you don't do it when you plan on eating in an hour, and think about it the night before and kind of have your strategy. And my strategy last game was I was in a cave farm the whole way, and I was going to buy up every ruby mine, and I was going to dominate the donkeys. And now it doesn't work. It didn't work. You guys, I'm terrible at it. I love Caverna. It is so great. Tegan?
Okay, my favorite game of all time, you guys probably know it, but it's been redone like, I think it's 4 times. I think we have the 4th edition.
I think it might be 5 or 6 now, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's what I like to call like an epic, in my opinion. It's a space game where you're trying to battle other players. The game is Cosmic Encounter. It's just a good game, and actually it looks like a big box, but you'd be surprised at how simple it is. I think you have 4 planets, and you can decide how much little discs or spaceships you want to put on each. And then once you set you have like this little big card. It's a little power. Some like
you choose a character.
yeah, like
And that's really what the game is. I think there's 50 of them.
yeah,
And you get dealt 2, and you get to pick which one you want, right? I
yeah.
think that's right. It's what's great about Cosmic is you're constantly changing allegiances, alliances, and eventually who's going to win the game is somebody who can get you to backstab your friends.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, once the game's set up and you got your little power, you're gonna want to
You just
so you're gonna draw a card and then you're gonna just start attacking people and like say it is my turn to be attacked at. So Adric here might help me defend, but Aislinn and Dad might want to attack, and you're kind of forming these little alliances. So I might be like, "Hey, Mom, can you help me out here, and I'll help you out next round." And then because you want more than the other players, than the other team, well, the attacking team, and it's just a very good game. I can't say anything more about it.
Yeah. Adric?
Okay, well, mine will be very quick because we already mentioned it. My number 1 is Caverna,
Yeah.
We're so good.
Uwe Rosenberg. I mean, we already explained a lot. I mean, I can talk about a lot more because there's a ton of stuff. But
Yeah. It's so good.
Okay. My number 1 is Evolution.
Oh my gosh. It's on my honorable mentions. Okay.
So it's like an animal game, and there's carnivores trying to eat your other animals.
Yep.
Which, and what's the thing, like fat thing?
fat
tissue.
Fat tissue.
And
It's where you're storing up
yeah,
these food. You want the food at the water
Yeah.
hole.
yeah, and if the carnivore.
Carnivores. It's super thematic, right? Because carnivores can eat you unless you can climb. So if you have climbing, then they can't beat you unless they have.
Yeah.
and you-
Climb
you-
as well.
Right.
Something like
So like
that.
you can have like alert where like carnivores.
Or they have
eat
warning
you.
call, but
Warning
then you
call.
have ambush to negate that.
Yeah.
So it's super thematic, and you're constantly trying to fend off carnivores, and you always have a carnivore in your group. I mean, you don't have to, but we always do. We have one person who's always a carnivore, and we have one person, my wife, who refuses to be a carnivore. So she plays a very defensive game, but you can burrow. So if you're a burrower, then you get your food and you run away and you can't get eaten. It's just super thematic, and we just got one of the expansions recently.
Evolution Flight.
Flight.
Evolution Flight.
She has a bunch of birds and
Evolution is another one that hits well with us because it's thematic, it's fast, turns are quick, it plays 6. It's by North Star Games.
Uh-huh.
It's just really good.
great production.
Yeah.
And you
It's a big builder.
and if you have like some big animal, you want like a really big body size to get protected from the carnivore.
Yeah,
Yep.
it sounds like a lot. It's really not. It's
Yeah.
just you can learn in like 2 or 3 minutes,
Wait,
and then you have it for the rest of the game.
yeah, you can only put 3 in 1, right?
Yep.
And then you'd have to do your turn as getting one, right?
Yep.
Like so.
And the one
getting
cool
of your-
mechanic that I really enjoy in it too is the multiple choice cards.
Yep.
Because you can
Yeah.
either buff up your body size, your population,
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
trait.
exactly right. Yep.
And you always put a guy in the water hole, so like, cause
Yeah.
they have
so
a little
defeat it,
food thing on
Yep.
the bottom, and if you're carnivore, you don't want a lot of food in there.
Right. So yeah, so multi-use cards is cards. Cards are everything in this game. They are your money. They're your resources. They're your buff. You can spend them to get a new series, to
New
improve
species,
your
yeah, too.
Yep. To improve your current species, to feed the water hole. You can hold them back. You can spend them with what's the one card?
Oh, the intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yep.
You can use those cards for.
Next round, yeah.
It's really who does that game?
I don't. It's
No,
fake. It's Dominic.
Yeah, is it Dominic Kravich's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's just like
Okay.
my favorite game
Yeah.
because and I love animals,
Yeah.
So,
so
that's
it's
a
a really fun
nice
game
little
to
game.
play.
Yep.
Mom's
Number one is Splendor. I think it's been on every list.
Um,
No, not mine. But
But,
It wasn't on mine.
Yeah,
me tagging and Mom.
not so much to say, just
It's fantastic. Splendor's so good.
no,
Like I
the
said,
game on Mark
okay. Now we just have our Audible Mention.
really
that
quickly, I'm gonna run through. You'll run through.
We're not gonna explain. Just go through like.
They didn't make the cut, but they almost did.
These are all games that could have been on our top 10. Aislinn?
Well, one I really tried getting was Azula, but I found some other games that I thought were really interesting that I really liked.
Yep.
So I just couldn't put it on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Adrian?
One of mine was Airlines Europe,
Yeah.
which is a stock building 2 to 4 players by Alan R. Moon as well.
Yep.
And that's a really good game. It's Euro, and you have like the different like plane standees, and you do different routes.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good game.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple. One of mine was Balloon Cup. Nice 2-player game,
Yeah.
which we got.
Mom loved it. too.
Another one was Between Two Cities, a Stone Mario game. I think we've already said that.
Yep.
We just building 2 cities.
Yeah, I had between two.
This
cities.
one, it might be surprising at first. It's Bonanza.
No, it's awesome.
It's a Rio Grande game, and it's been it's been around for like 20 years, I think now. 20.
Yeah, about 20 years. Yeah, me and my wife first got
It's like
in the old house. Yeah.
you're trying to go for these type of beans. Like there's like wax beans and cocoa beans, but there's like not much cocoa beans. You want all of them.
The
to
art
make-
is fun. You're involved in every turn. Yep.
Yeah.
Just a nice little game. Diamant.
Just an upgrade from Ink and Gold.
Ink and
Well, it's
Gold.
not an upgrade. It's the
Well,
it's the
It's a
Yellow
version.
version
yes,
of.
the European
Yeah.
version of Ink and Gold.
It's just push your luck, go in a cave, push your luck,
Yep.
go out with gems guaranteed, or push your luck and try to get more gems, but maybe not make it and
Yep.
lose all your stuff. Another one. This is kind of a
Magnets.
magnet.
Dexterity.
Shuffleboard ping pong thing. It's class
Classic.
where you're just you have a
Oh, yeah.
magnet, and you have 2 magnets. You have one on top, and you're controlling it on the bottom, and you have like this little ball, and you're trying to get it in their goal.
It's kind of like
And there's
Palm.
magnets
Kinda like Palm.
magnets
Kinda like
that you don't want
Palm.
to get on yourself.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get up to the other side, and
I'm excited for you to talk about this next one. I love this next game. Go ahead.
that one.
Yeah.
Mutant Meatballs is
Oh,
just
I
a
had that
great
one.
game.
Mutant Meatballs.
It's like
Yeah.
kind of a plan ahead.
It's a puzzle.
You have like 8 different meeples, and they do different stuff. One is like a tree climber, is like jump over this thing, and you try to get to this goal. It's like a crossword thingy where like you flip over 2 letters. Like say you have an F and a G, and then you match those up kind of like on a multiplication table.
Yeah.
And then
Every meeple has their own skill.
Yeah,
And you've got to get to this spot using the meeples on the board.
in the less amount of turns.
And so you're racing in your head, and then you think, I've got it solved with the blue guy and then the black guy, and then I need the yellow guy to do 1 move. And so you say, I can do it with 3 guys in 8 moves, and then Adric said, nope, I'm faster, and so you have it right. So as soon as one person solves it, you have a timer right after that.
Yeah. You have a 1 minute timer.
You have a timer right after that.
Yeah, there is.
You have a timer with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is
Mutant Meatballs. So I want to talk about
Dad.
Mutant Meatballs real quick. Mutant Meatballs, the production, the box looks ridiculous. It just looks like a cheesy game. It looks like cheese.
It looks like
The game and the game board is
like
boring.
it's like there's no artwork at all.
This game needs to be redone. I think it's Ted Alspach's design.
Yeah.
But I think it was not put up by Bezier. Was it Bezier?
It was busy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that was
was.
Penisha Spiel.
Oh, it was.
Oh yeah, it
Spiel,
was
but-
Punishment Field.
Anyway, I hope they redo this game.
Because
This is a puzzle in a box. You can play 6 people, and if you want to find out if your kids are bright or not, boy, I always knew my kids were bright. And then we sit down, we play this game, and
second.
my oldest daughter and Adric and even Kate, the way that it's so good. It is such a fantastic puzzle logic game of seeing things in your mind and retaining it. It's like memory on steroids. I mean,
Yeah.
it is so great.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, my next one is by Arcane Wonders, I believe.
Yep.
It is Sheriff of Nottingham. This game is really cool because you're trying to.
Because you're a great liar.
Yes, there is a little bit of bluffing there. So each turn, one person is the sheriff. This is the big guy in the house, and all other people are trying to open their little nice satisfying packs that you just put your cards through. It only plays 5, but Emlyn made a little thingy that goes up to 6 because you can really play with 6. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So basically, you're trying to get these cards in, like you're trying to like collect chickens or apples and try to get them in and then letting them pass. But there's also contraband.
There's bribery. You're involved in every turn. It's good.
Yeah, but there's also
Yeah.
contraband where they have these red silver cards, and that's bad stuff. But they got really big points, like silk and mead, and like 7 and 9 points. And you're trying to sneak that in, and then he tosses it to the sheriff, and if he decides to open it, then that's bad, because then you lose points, but if he doesn't, you take your cards back, you just open, you can put up to 4 cards in your thing. You put your stuff out, and then you put it like under your thingy, and it's just a great game. But if you open, it's like
we got.
no
I think
contraband.
like an hour and a half. We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay, my last one is Time Stories. Just a great. It's a kind of.
It's a co-op.
It's like a legacy, but you can only play it one time. There's expansions for it. It's a mystery. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's just a.
It's a unique experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You're solving a puzzle.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have more than one.
and
We,
Yeah, me
I
too.
know. We want to. Yeah.
I just have one.
That is
more.
my
I'll
Go
just-
honorable
ahead and
mention.
I'll
list
just go
your
through a
last
couple.
one. List a couple more. We won't talk too much. One. Just
Yeah,
gonna list them.
okay, so one more that I have would be Carson City,
Carson City.
Yeah.
Awesome game.
which is a
It's-
very
it's-
good game. Western.
Yep.
I mean,
It feels heavy. The rule book looks heavy. The production is over the top. Xavier Georges, fantastic game.
Yeah.
Ace.
Well, mine I really like is Century
Spice
Road.
Yep.
It's really fun cause and there's these 4 different spices, and you're trying you're trying to get these spices, and you're trying to get these gold and silver
Yep.
at the same time, and it's and whoever reaches 5 cards wins, and it's just a really they don't necessarily
They don't win necessarily. Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
times they don't win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just ends the game.
It's simple, but it's challenging to make sure you're to getting the right cards at the right times. Yep. My honorable mentions really quickly. Barron Park, Phil Walker Harding. This guy can do no wrong. We love everything that he puts his name on. Imhotep is wonderful.
Oh, I also had that in my
Sushi Go. But Baron Park is our go-to tile game right now. I don't like saying this, but I like it better than both of Uwe's, or all three of Uwe's. All four, if you could, Patrick. They're all great games. But Baron Park is so good. Skull is one that I love that the rest of the family doesn't as much.
No,
It's a party game. You have two skulls. You just try
It's
to
like,
send it around.
Yeah, it's an old
betting
it's an old pirate game.
Like there's some bets in the
Yep.
there's a bet in the beginning.
Yep.
It's a classic idea.
Skull, it's a party game. You play 6. You can teach it in 30 seconds. I love Skull. Evolution I had, Happy Pigs I had. Roll for the Galaxy was borderline. Just shy of the top 10. Istanbul, Dysphoric, which you
I
mentioned.
had
Yeah.
a couple more.
Diamant. Go ahead.
Mexico or Tikal. I
Mexican
was thinking
Tikal.
one
Yep.
of those.
Yep.
Stone Age,
Yep. Stone Age.
Seasons by Live and Loot.
I had Seasons on mine.
And then, what else did I have? Glass Road.
Glass Road, Uwe. That has a really neat dial mechanism. Scoville, Grizzled, and Viticulture are the rest by honorable mentions.
I had one more.
So those are my top 20, and then I narrowed down my top 10. Well,
Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark is
Oh yeah.
super thematic. It feels like you're crossing from the east to the west. We better wrap it up.
Yeah, so.
Did Mom have any?
She didn't have any honorable mentions.
So
no.
this is our top 10. Yep.
This is our top 10 as of right now.